Hidden inside every heartbeat is a disaster your body refuses to allow. Not a skipped beat, a muscle locked in permanent contraction. And every beat you've ever lived through is proof that the safeguard held. Every other muscle in your body can lock up. A cramp in your calf, a spasm in your back, tension that holds and waits for you to make it stop. Your heart never gets that choice and never makes that mistake. It has beaten without a single pause since before you were born, around 100,000 times today. Every one of those beats had to finish completely before the next one could begin. This is the story of how, and the one failure that would end everything if it ever happened. To understand the danger, you have to go somewhere no eye has ever directly seen. Past the chambers, past the muscle wall, down to one heart cell, one of roughly 2 billion, all working in perfect, unbroken sync, and further still, to the membrane of that single cell, where the entire event begins. Each heartbeat starts as an electrical signal, fired by a small cluster of cells called the sinoatrial node, your heart's own built-in pacemaker. It takes no instruction from your brain. It will keep firing inside a heart that has been completely removed from a body. That signal spreads from cell to cell through gateways called gap junctions. For a fraction of a second, sodium ions flood into each cell. The cell's electrical charge flips. The muscle contracts. This is the clean version. The real machinery is messier. Calcium, potassium, conduction pathways, a whole orchestra of gates opening and closing in fractions of a second. But the real danger sits in one question. Once a muscle cell fires, what stops it from firing again immediately and locking into a single, unrelenting contraction? In skeletal muscle, your forearm, your calf, fast, repeated signals can stack on top of each other. The muscle never fully releases. It seizes. That's a cramp. That's tetanus. Your heart cannot survive that. A heart frozen mid-contraction cannot refill, cannot pump, cannot keep you alive. So heart cells carry a safeguard found almost nowhere else in the body. An absolute refractory period, lasting nearly as long as the contraction itself. For roughly a quarter of a second after every single beat, the cell is electrically deaf. No signal, no matter how strong, can fire it again until it has fully relaxed. This isn't a side effect of biology. It's a built-in delay, timed to the millisecond, that prevents one contraction from collapsing into the next. That exact failure, not a skipped beat, but a full, frozen stop, hasn't happened. Not once. Not in nearly 3 billion beats. You will never consciously feel this happen. You don't have to. It has already happened more times than you could ever count. And it will happen about 2 more times before you finish this sentence. Somewhere behind your ribs, in a quarter of a second, you'll never notice. Your body is quietly preventing its own worst-case scenario. Beat after beat, without rest, without a single exception. You'll never remember the quarter of a second that saved your life, because if it ever failed, there would be no next memory. So far.